even between them over this season. Spurs perhaps hoping that Sunday's shock winner
strong sides. Tottenham, we think, will play 4-3-3. Son, Lucas and Sessegnon further forward. And as for Southampton, they're in really good form. They'll stick to a 4-4-2 with Buffal coming in, as you rightly said. Danny Ings, Shane Long up front.
They should have had a penalty just before Liverpool's first goal. That's all history, of course. Here's Ndombele. Looks like he's in the mood. Make the best of starts with instant control. Can he find half a yard to get the shot away? He can't. Sessegnon did, but it didn't have too much. Play towards Ings here. Thought about the volley, and that was great play. He couldn't find the corner of the net, though. It was straight down Lloris's throat. With instructions to run at that defence and cause as much damage, and he might do as well there. He just evaded Long, somehow arriving on the back post.
Yeah, he did really well, Buffal.
He was too late. Back in again. Ward-Prowse is arriving. He saw Southampton early.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you said, Ian. Just saw it late. Hugo Lloris.
Redmond. Danger here. And the legs of Lloris, who seemed to just see that a little bit late. Senior on the chase, trying to get away from Stevens. Big challenge from him. Deflected, and in Ndombele's effort goes in, and Tottenham, with not far off their very first attack, score.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether it came off Sessegnon or whether it came off Stevens. I think it certainly looks like it came off the Southampton defender. But really, against the run of play, Tottenham break. Sessegnon does really well. More into Winks over the top, third man running, good touch. And as it gets cleared, Ndombele just gives it a smack and it comes off a dive, and Jack Stevens flies into the net.
Ndombele, appreciative applause. And he stays down.
Passes together, that's a nice ball.
From Ward-Prowse to Ings, who's hit the bar.
It's not like him, should have buried it. Comedy of errors by Tottenham.
Have a big howler here when these two teams met in the league and presented a goal for Ings.
Ball, yeah.
Bertrand from a long way out, and Lloris doesn't hold that, and it's pushed up, paging down the left-hand side. You've got Son to aim at, but Bertrand was in the right place to cut that one out. Going to get another bite at it too. Does find its way through, maybe against the odds, and Ward-Prowse puts in another good-looking ball.
Yeah, it was well played again by
Son plays it in. Yeah, high boot. Plenty to aim at in the middle as well. They can get it right. Again, Tanganga was the player who was there to. Ings was first to react to it. But Tanganga made sure he couldn't spin on. Lucas Moura wants to take the ball on. Full of positive energy, isn't he? Redmond. Nearly. And there's the equaliser. Long arriving. Southampton are level.
Thoroughly deserved. Thoroughly deserved, and another poor parry really by the keeper. The man in shot there, just parried it right out into play, right out into Shane Long's feet. But this is nice by Højbjerg, always thinking forward. Nice pass to Buffal. Good run by Redmond. Pulls onto his right foot, gets his shot away. You couldn't have set it up even better for Shane Long. Doesn't have to break stride. Simp. Of course it does.
Well, I think they're going to have to step it up here a bit, aren't they? This Ward-Prowse has gone down there a little bit painfully.
He looks in pain, then he's not happy.
Aurier. This time Stevens can deflect it out of harm's way. Medical men and women there attending to Ward-Prowse's gives 3 against 2 here for the moment.
Chose the wrong option again.
It's in the first half at Anfield, even at the weekend. Bertrand's heavy touch.
Rotation, best available teams do it. We'll see what happens for the Southampton can. Jose Mourinho's off to talk to his players. Tanguy and Ndombele with the shot that was off target. A great run by Ryan Sessegnon, flying into the Southampton net off their defender Jack Stevens, who's had to move.
The world is your oyster if you fancy it, on the app or also on the BT Sport website, btsport.com. Look, you said you can't fault Tottenham's effort. It was an organisational issue. So what would Jose be saying now?
Listen,
Romeo turning it in. Højbjerg hasn't got Højbjerg. Partially away by Toby Alderweireld. Redmond comes again for the Saints. Romeo. Here's Ings trying to wriggle through, trying to place it. Comes out to Boufal. In the end, it was neither one thing or the other, but Southampton knocking on the Tottenham door again. Oh, the flag has stayed down. Son goes on. And Lucas Moura leapt. But couldn't put it away. It'll be a big question as to whether the ball went out of play. Former club for both of them. And Vertonghen.
he struggled, hasn't he, in terms of pace up against both Long and Ings. Jan Vertonghen.
Winks. Lucas Moura very much through the middle. Son to the left. Edson Fernandez to the right. And Jack Stevens has kept it in towards Long. Aims the corner, doesn't get it. It should be a booking, and it is. Wanting Ndombele to have another crack to prevent the corner. Young men. And the deflection to take it anywhere. Let's take it for a corner. Suddenly it turns back Southampton's way. Room for Redmond here. And good hands from Lloris. Just trying to veer that. Making good ground again. Hand to it by Lloris. Ooh, and Redmond trying to squeeze it inside the near post. Takes him on. Stands it up. Just over Long, run back by Redmond. Højbjerg. Plenty of height on it. Oh, and it's turned over from Vestergaard, who has plenty of height of his own. Position in the pecking order these days, but it's been an excellent Tuesday and Wednesday night in terms of the calibre of football in these replays.
Well, the third round came at a bad time in the calendar, just after such a busy Christmas and New Year.
For Ings. Still Danny Ings, brilliant goal. Ings with a superb finish. He scores against Spurs again. But Nathan Redmond with the run from deep, and he's still got the energy to be first to join in the celebrations. Tottenham 1, Southampton 2.
Absolutely brilliant from Southampton. They have been excellent the whole game. They've been the better side.
Fouling in his alley, and it's Lucas Moura picking his way through. 2-2. A soft centre for Southampton, and a sharp finish for Spurs from Lucas Moura. Mourinho's men come again.
Yeah, nice good work from Lucas Moura. He starts it, plays the ball forward. Is he onside Dele Alli? The answer is yes.
Ali, it's going to reach Son. He's brought down by Angus Gunn. A sting in the tail here. The VAR will look at it. It's up to take the penalty, and he could send Spurs into the fifth round here, and he certainly put them 3-2 in front with 3 minutes to go. Southampton rocked by this. They were good value for their 2-1 lead. But the crucial goal really to turn the tide was the...
Xin chào mừng tất cả các bạn đã đến với chương trình tường thuật bóng đá của chúng tôi ngày hôm nay. Ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ chuẩn bị theo dõi một trận đấu được dự đoán là rất hấp dẫn ở phía trước. Trận đấu giữa hai đội
Tottenham Hotspur và Southampton.
Ngày hôm nay đồng hành cùng với tôi sẽ là bình luận viên Kiên Đắc Kỳ, một người rất nổi tiếng trong